Hi everyone, how are we all doing? So I have a question for you today, which is, are you still seeing pain or negative emotions as bad and or wrong? I realized myself this week through physical pain in my body that I was experiencing, that I was still trying to push it away, that I was seeing it as wrong, that it was unwanted, it wasn't something I wanted in my reality. And I noticed myself trying to eliminate the pain. And of course, the more I tried to eliminate it, it just got stronger. And so one morning, as I was deep in my yin yoga practice, asking the question, why is this, what am I not seeing? Why is this pain occurring in my body? It was resounding loud and clear. You're still seeing it as wrong. You're still seeing it as bad. You don't want it. You are not accepting it. And so I'm here today sharing this message with you because I feel so strongly about this that it's something that we really need to be super aware of. We're so deeply conditioned to push away things that we deem as unpreferable. And so it's, it's comes naturally to us, and we have to work harder to change these perceptions. And it's a constant process. So we can slip back into the old groove. And I would say that that's what I was doing. As I was experiencing this pain in my body, all I was feeling was, how can I remove it? How can I get rid of it? And then I realized that this pain is just showing me something. Just like our emotional pain, if we're experiencing negative emotions, this is also, just like the physical pain, something that is showing us something. So in the case of the negative emotions, it's showing us our limiting beliefs, and it's giving us an opportunity to examine the limiting beliefs and change them into empowering ones. So that alchemizing of the negative into the positive. And that's how we grow. So it's the same with the physical pain. Are you still seeing your pain in your body as something bad? Are you seeing any disease or any illness, temporary or chronic, as something that's bad? Or can you accept it to be your great teacher that is here to show you something? Within the discomfort is when we grow the most. And so can you change your perception of physical pain or emotional pain as from a perspective of, this is right and this is perfect, and I don't know what it's showing me yet, but I know it will be uncovered and it will come to light. And when it comes to light, it will dissipate. So this all made me think also about the polarities. So this is duality, the negative and the positive, the pain, the pleasure, the light, the dark, the fear, the love, the higher levels of consciousness in 5D, the lower levels in 3D. Are you still perceiving one to be better or worse than the other? This is really important for me because I've realized that I make a lot of judgments, and oftentimes I have learned to neutralize them. And oftentimes when I'm speaking about them, people think that I'm making judgments, but it's really their own judgment. So if I was to say to somebody, oh, it seems like you're in fear, from my perception, this is not something that's bad or wrong. And if you are experiencing fear, it's not a bad thing. And it doesn't mean that I'm looking down on you or anything like that. Of course, love feels better. Fear feels less good. But it doesn't mean to say that love is better or right and fear is wrong. So pleasure is good and pain is bad. The light is good and the dark is bad. So this perception of duality is the illusion. And we must keep reminding ourselves that all is one, and there is no separation between the two. Neither is bad. Everything is in fact right and good. The fear is necessary for us to propel us into the love. We need to experience the lack to appreciate the abundance. We need to walk through the darkness to see the light. So everything is equal. This is the yin and the yang. There is no better or worse. Of course, from our ego perspective, there is something that we can prefer or not prefer. But again, that's from a lower level of consciousness. And as I say, lower level of consciousness, ego, higher self, it doesn't mean to say that your ego is bad. In fact, your ego is good and it is needed to work together with your higher self. So these polarities, the masculine, the feminine, the light, the dark, the love, the fear, it's all necessary and it's all perfect. So maybe you can just ask yourself, are you still seeing pain as bad? Are you still seeing negative emotion as bad? Are you still resisting the physical pain? Are you trying to push it away, or are you leaning into it and asking and connecting with it and saying, what are you trying to show me? What is the lesson here? So I'll leave you with that today. This has been really profound for me this week, and as I start to ponder these things, I'm just becoming more aware, because it's so easy to slip back into the old groove, and especially as we've been living all of our lives believing that things are bad and wrong, and especially pain and negative emotion. You know, we have believed that for all our lives. So if you are still seeing it as bad or wrong, don't now judge yourself as bad or wrong. Have compassion for yourself that this is just the way and this is okay. Love yourself and try to bring that darkness into the light.